You all, hope all of you are fine. Today we are going to solve a mathematical problem of chapter 8 chemistry. I have written the question on the board. I am reading out, you will hear, you can see also. First, I have written a reaction, then some information, then two questions. Now I am reading out this. CH3 bond CH2 bond CH2 bond OH. This is liquid plus oxygen. Then we can get two products. One is this is gas plus H2O, that means water gas. That means this is vapor. That's why I have written here gas. So this is the reaction. Then some information related to the reaction. What are the information? The bond energies of carbon-carbon, carbon-hydrogen, carbon-oxygen, oxygen-hydrogen, carbon-oxygen and oxygen-oxygen are 344 kilojoule per mole, 414 kilojoule per mole, 350 kilojoule per mole, 464 kilojoule per mole, 724 kilojoule per mole and 498 kilojoule per mole respectively. And first question, describe the bond formation of a with diagram. Actually this is the question from not this chapter. That's why we are not going to describe this one. This is from chapter 5. So we'll skip this one. We'll go next question. Balancing the Stamps reaction, explain mathematically whether it's exothermic or endothermic reaction. For solving this one, first we need to balance the reaction. So I will balance the reaction first. I will write the reaction again here. CH3 bond CH2 bond CH2 bond OH, this is liquid plus oxygen, then this is carbon dioxide gas plus water. This one. For balancing the reaction, first we need to count how many carbons at the left side. 1, 2, 3. And what's the name of this compound? There is OH functional group at the first carbon. So the name of the compound is propanol 1. Look, first one carbon, second and third. 3 carbons. If it is alkane, then it would be propane. But there is OH group, functional group. This is group of alcohol. So this is one type of alcohol and this is propanol 1. Because OH is in the first carbon. If OH is there, then it would be propanol 2, like this. CH bond CH3. It would be propanol 2 because 1, 2 and 3. So this is propanol 1, this is propanol 2. We are not taking this one, propanol 1. And how many carbons are there at the left side? 3 carbons. How many carbons at the product side? Only 1. So if I write here 3, then number of carbon are balanced. Then hydrogen 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many hydrogen are there? 8. But at the right side there are only 2. So we need to write here 4. So 2 4s are 8. Balanced. Number of carbon and number of hydrogen are balanced. Now oxygen. There are 1, 2, 3. 3 oxygens are there at the left side. How many oxygen at the right side? 2 3s are 6 and 4 1s are 4. Total 10. There are 2 oxygen atom at carbon dioxide and 3 molecule carbon dioxide. So 3 2s are 6 and here 4. So 6 and 4 10. But at the left side there are only 3 oxygens. So if I write here 9 divided by 2, then it will be balanced. How? Look, 9 divided by 2 into 2 atoms of oxygen molecule. So if I divide 2 by 2, then we can get here 1. So 9 1s are 9 atoms. So look, there are 9 atoms and here 1. Total 10 atoms at the left side and the right side also 10 atoms. So we can tell this is balanced reaction. So the next step, we need to count which types of bonds are at the reactant side and which types of bond at the product side. So for this one we need to write the structure formula of propanol 1. Look, how many carbons are there at the left side? 3 carbons. That's why we can write here 1 2 3. Then at this carbon, how many hydrogen are there? 3 1 2 3. I can write 3 hydrogen and here 2. Look, at this carbon there are 2 hydrogen, 1 and 2, and in this carbon there are 2 hydrogen. So I can write this and this one. This is the structure formula of propanol 1. And this oxygen double bonds and 9 by 2 molecules. So how many bonds at the left side? We will count now. Look, carbon 1 bond and carbon another bond. So total 2 bonds. 2 carbon bonds. 2 carbon. Then carbon hydrogen 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Look, carbon hydrogen like this. There are 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So we can write here 7 carbon hydrogen bond. Then carbon oxygen. How many carbon oxygen bond? Only 1. Carbon hydrogen single bond and oxygen hydrogen single bonds. Total how many bonds? 2 and 7 9 10 11. So look, there are 11 what? Bonds. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Total 11 bonds, and I have written total 11 bonds are there. Then oxygen is only one molecule here, 1 bond and 9 by 2. Then carbon dioxide, we know this is carbon dioxide and 3 molecule. So in one molecule there are 2 carbon oxygen double bonds. So we can write this 2. In one molecule there are 2 carbon oxygen bond, but what? 3 molecules. So we can write 6 carbon oxygen bonds in this one. And water, what is this here? Four. In one molecule of water there are 2 oxygen hydrogen bonds. So total oxygen and hydrogen 2 in one molecule, and there are 4. So 4. So 2 4s are 8 oxygen hydrogen bonds. So we have calculated how many bonds are the left side and how many bonds are the right side. So now it's easy to find out del H. So now we'll write del H. Whether it's exothermic or endothermic, we need to find out the value of del H. If del H is negative, then it's exothermic, and if it's positive, then it is endothermic. Del H is equal to negative. If we get this value negative, then it's exothermic. If we get del H equal to positive, then it's endothermic. So for finding out its exothermic or endothermic, we need to find out value of del H, and it's easy because we have written or we have given the information the bond energies. We know del H. What is del H? Del H is a formula for combustion reaction. This is combustion reaction. This is the total bond energy of reactants minus total bond energy of products. There are two reactant, oxygen and propanol 1. Okay, and products are carbon dioxide and water. So the total energy required for breaking the all bonds. There are all bonds, but at that side these bonds are not here. So total energy required for breaking the all bonds minus total energy released in the formation of new bonds. And we have got 2 carbon-carbon bonds, 7 carbon-hydrogen bond, 1 carbon-oxygen bond and 1 oxygen-hydrogen bond. Now we'll put the value here. So 2 carbon-carbon bonds, so we can write 2 into 344 for 2 carbon-carbon, and 7 carbon-hydrogen, we can write 7 into 414 plus 7 into 414, because the value of carbon hydrogen is 414 plus 350 for carbon oxygen and 464 for oxygen hydrogen. 464 plus, then for oxygen, what's the bond energy of oxygen? This is 498. So 9 divided by 2 into 498. This is the total bond energy of reactants. Now we'll subtract what? Bond energies of products. Carbon dioxide, and there are 6 carbon oxygen double bond, so we can write 6 into 724 plus what is the bond energy of oxygen hydrogen bond? 464. So 8 into 464. I have written total bond energy of reactant and total bond energies of product. Now we can divide 498 by 2. We can get here 4 here, so 249. 249. Then just a simple calculation, we can get 688 if I multiply 344 by this one, plus then 7 into 414, here 2898 plus then 350 plus 464 plus If I multiply 249 by 9, we can get here 2241. 41. This minus, then this 724 multiplied by 6, 4344 we can get, plus then this one, if we multiply this one we can get 3712. Then we will add all these values, then we can get 6641 minus, and if I add this one we can get here 8056, and if I subtract we can get minus 1415 kilojoule per mole. Look, Below is minus 1415 kilojoule per mole. Since we have get Deleuze value negative, so it's exothermic reaction. If I would get here positive value, then I could tell it is a endothermic reaction. So I think you have understood better. Thank you very much. I will come again by taking another topic.